Last year, I read 7 books! 7 books! It's awesome! Yeah, I've been starting from the classics, I'm moving my way up, and I feel like I'm getting better at reading, right? Because I feel like if you read more books, you get better at it. And I noticed this for the first time ever, while reading a book, I got horny. Alright? I got horny, okay? I was reading this book and I was like, holy shit. That cat looks fucking good in that hat. Oh my god. This dick getting tree. You know what I mean? Like, I was really enjoying myself. Didn't know books could do that. I was mind blown, right? It's fun. I feel like my parents never read to me growing up. I had immigrant parents, so I feel like their English wasn't very good. That's why they chose not to read to me. But they did try to teach me English children's stories orally. And it was not good. They would always botch the stories, right? Like, it'd be like, Art, Humpty Dumpty killed himself. Like that. The Red Riding Hood huffed and sucked those pigs off. I'm like, Mom, I don't know if that's canon, but that's cool. So yeah, I was never very good at English in reading class. I was always like on the brink of failing. And yeah, I always got really bad, mean remarks on my essays. But I found out recently that one of my English teachers has written a book. It's about like a woman who solves a murder, and I think I am going to just take one of my old essays and copy and paste her comments right into the review of her book on Amazon. I think that is, give her a little taste of her medicine, right? And I was looking through a bunch of my book reports, and I found the perfect one. I was like, this is going to be perfect. Copy and paste this exactly. Don't need to change a single thing, right? It just reads, this is lazy, abhorrent, disrespectful to Anne Frank herself. Like, I am just, I'm like, I don't know who that is, but I think this is going to really get her ass, you know? I do know who Anne Frank is now. I do know who she is. While I was doing research for this joke, I actually found Anne Frank fan fiction. Does anyone here not know what fan fiction is? Most of you guys. Okay, I will explain. Fanfiction is basically when you can take any existing intellectual property and you can literally go online and write like whatever you want with those characters. Make stories up, whatever, right? Like for example, like do you guys know Harry Potter is a very common one, right? Like I can write fanfiction right now on stage and you guys will understand. I'm actually working on something as I'm getting into reading. This is my fanfic for Harry Potter. You can look this up. It's online. One of the lines is Harry talking to Hermione, and Harry's like, Hermione, you can't say those slurs. Only Ron can. You guys know what I mean? Like that is fanfic. Anyway, so there's actually Anne Frank fanfic. It's kind of insane. She actually escapes the Holocaust, and she grows up and like has a family, and then she assassinates. Who do you think she assassinates? Okay, she assassinates Osama bin Laden. What the hell? And the craziest part, after 9/11, this author decided to let World War II happen, Hitler kill himself normally, and then Osama bin Laden, 9/11, I don't know. There's no joke here. I just think it's insane. It's just an insane thing. Link it. DM me. I love it. Alright, I'm gonna do a hard pivot. I'm in a group chat with some of my boys, my bros. One of them it's 4 of us, and 3 of them are gay. Okay, these are friends from high school. I'm the only straight one in this chat, which I think is kind of an interesting situation. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm an ally, alright? I'm an ally. No, it's interesting because now I'm like the straight ambassador to the gay club. Like, that's sort of the energy that I'm given. Like, okay, for example, the other day one of them asked me if I was a boobs or a butt guy. Alright? What do you think, sir?
Butts.
Okay, now that, a little too fast. I don't know how. That is right. I am a butt guy. But, you know, they're my friends, so I wanted to keep the conversation going, so I instinctively just asked them the same question back, kind of. So I was like, what are you guys? Like, shaft or pee hole? Like, what? How does that work, you know? I met them in high school. We went to an all-boys high school. is also interesting. Anyone here go to all boys high school? Anybody?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, yeah, we got a few. So I'm sure you guys know it's a very homo-ironic kind of situation, right? There's a lot of like gay but not gay kind of vibes, right? And it's like, I will kiss you, but like, fuck you if you think you love me. You know, like it was pretty aggressive. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, damn, that's not fair to my friends who were they were closeted in high school, right? So I was like, I texted them this long text. I was like, hey guys, I was thinking about our high school experience. I just want to say, I'm really sorry if I have ever made you guys feel any bad or offensive or insulting way. Not fair for your experience, and I'm really sorry if I ever did anything to hurt you guys. They didn't respond until a few days later. One of them just goes, yeah, I think I'm a Shaft guy. I think that... Like, this is the straightest chat I've ever been in, actually. Really fun. Speaking of group chats, I was talking to one of my women friends recently, and we were talking about our sex lives, and she admitted to me, this is crazy, she admitted to me that she has started taking photos of herself during sex. That's crazy, right? Anyone here do this? Okay, this is great. Because it goes deeper, all right? It goes crazier. I was talking to her about it. She's like, yeah, sometimes I'll even look at the picture of myself having sex and then masturbate to the image of myself. That's crazy. The ego, right? Can you imagine? Dude, no, you're not free. That's crazy. The pride in yourself. Look, masturbating to the image of yourself having sex, the mere thought of myself makes me want to kill myself. You know what I mean? That's nuts. Take me out to dinner first, you know? I can't even... That's crazy. Also, like, what do I even say if I wanted to take photos? Because you can't just start taking photos. Like, that's weird, right? Like, am I about to, like, go down on a woman? And I go, you know what, actually, phone eats first. Like, that's insane! That's crazy! A silly one, you know, like what? Crazy to me. And like, I'm not a smart guy, and I have to like add extra words to my lexicon during sex. Like, I do the normal stuff. I'm like, hey, you're doing great. Yippee! You know, like I'm doing the normal stuff, but now I have to be like, can I get a photo? Like that? I'm such a big fan. Like, it's so insane. It's insane to me. So speaking of group chats, she's actually in a group chat with a lot of her women friends, and they've all started to take photos of themselves having sex, and they're sending it into this group chat to like hype each other up. It's like this body positive thing, sex, like whatever, it's cool, right? Can you imagine if I do that to my boys' group chat? Especially my gay boys, you know what I mean? If I send a picture of myself, are you in a boys' group chat at all? Do you have your boys' group chat? This guy's nodding. Okay, this guy, he knows where this is going. This is the best case scenario. Like, okay, best case scenario, they're supportive in the way boys are supportive. I send a picture of myself hitting it from the back. All right, I'm hitting it from the back. Send it to my boys. This is the best case. They just go, let's fucking go. That's sick. FOMO. Like, that is the best. That's the best case scenario. It's insane. All right, I learned this recently. I learned that Asian men have the lowest rate of murdering the romantic partners at a man of their race. That's crazy. That's awesome. Usually they get a standing ovation. I see where you guys are at. That's cool. During AAPI month. Okay. All right, that's fair. That is a crazy stat, though. It's crazy that we have the lowest rate of murdering our romantic partners. Like, it's crazy that society loves emasculating us like that. What the fuck? Gotta get our body count up, bro. You know what I mean? Guy's about to kill someone tonight. Crazy. Alright, related, I was at work the other day. One of my white coworkers came up to me and was like, Art, I have an Asian wife. Kind of a weird thing to say to me. But I was like, you know what? I was thinking about it. I think he's trying to connect on like a cultural level, right? So like, you know what? I'll play along. I'll be curious. I'll ask him questions. I'll see what's up, right? So he's like, Art, I have an Asian wife. I just go, ew, why? What the fuck? You're one of those weird ones. Get the hell out of here. I don't like you. White guys love doing that. They love talking about the race of their wives. classic, right? It's always like, I have a black wife. I have a Latina wife. Even white guys, they love talking about their white wives in a different, but like slightly different way, but they still do it, right? They just go, I have a bitch wife, you know, like I'm gonna kill her, you know, like that. Sort of the energy. Anyway, I have a white girlfriend. She is a bitch.
You used to call me on my cell phone.